Hello, everybody. We're going to talk about Google Hangouts Meet. The reason why I say Google Hangouts Meet and not just Google Hangouts is because it's almost a little bit of a misnomer. Google Hangouts originally started as more of a text-based approach, and that would be down here. And we're really going to focus on the video part. So if I were to go in here, you would see that I have kind of a text chats going with some Google people, D, and then the other coaches from year one. What we're going to focus on is my preferred method of creating a Google Hangout is actually through the calendar. When I do that and I show my calendar here, let's just say I'm the PLC leader and we've been texting back and forth, we've been emailing, and we think that Wednesday, the 25th at 7 a.m. before the children wake up, that's going to be our best chance to talk and have a little meeting and get some resources together and kind of plan out what we're doing. So when I click on this here, it will automatically kind of create this space. So I'm going to title it PLC meeting, okay? And that it's Wednesday, 7 a.m. till 8 a.m. You can change that, right? We can change that there, but we'll keep it as 8 a.m. for right now. Now, right now, it doesn't have conferencing or anything like that. So if I were to go into more options right now, it would say add conferencing, okay? But check this out. If I start adding guests, automatically the Hangouts shows up here. It understands that, or it's programmed to understand, that as soon as I start adding people, it's going to create this digital space here. So however many people I add, this spot will all be here, okay? And that's really the best way to get everybody into the same Hangout. As soon as I save this and it creates that calendar invite that goes out to Elena and Joey, when they go into their calendar, we'll all get into the same spot here, okay? So say it's the 25th now, we fast forward, I go into my calendar, I click on this meeting space, and then it will come up right here. Okay. And then other people will join in because they're all linked to the same calendar space. Let's just say that for some reason you need to, invite somebody or they weren't working their calendar correctly. As soon as you go into this space here, okay, you'll have information. Now, my piece is blocking this here, but I know it's there because this is about trial. This is about my 10th take here. I've had a couple children invasions in these videos. But when I click on this, it gives this joining info, okay? So I can click on this and I can email it to whomever's having trouble, okay? So that's probably the easiest way to do Google Hangout is through the calendar. Remember, we're talking about the Google ecosystem, so we get all of those things. I'm gonna close this off because you don't need two of my faces here. Now, another way you could go through is to just create it straight from Google Meet, Google Hangouts Meet, okay? So when I click on this here, it's going to create this space, okay? I'm going to join or start a meeting. So I'm going to start a meeting as the PLC, and we'll tape, go here, continue. And then once again, as soon as I pop into this, I go to join now, this information will come straight up. I started this from scratch. That's why it has this information. I can email people or I could just add people. Okay, it's whatever kind of works for you. You may, as the PLC leader, you may have people already ready to go here. Okay, if you only have 3 or 4 people, you type in their emails real quick. You can just send that invitation out to them. This would be more for kind of like an impromptu meeting. I used this before. I was working with somebody in my coaching. We were having some trouble, and it was just a whole lot easier than emailing back and forth. I just grabbed this, sent them a quick invite, and we were able to kind of figure out what we were doing with this video here. Okay, so I hope that works for you. One thing I will say before I go is that if you have multiple people on at the same time, you want to make sure, there's Yoda, if you want to make, baby Yoda, I should say, you want to make sure that you leave your microphone turned off, okay? What will happen is when there's multiple people talking, whoever is talking, their face becomes the larger person here, okay? So really, you just want to keep this microphone off. If you're having a bad hair day, you don't want to be seen, you can click on this here and it takes you away. Okay. So there we go. Okay. Those are really the 2 functions that you most need. When you're all done, make sure you hang up. And this is really key too. Notice this red spot here. That means this is recording. That means the camera is on unless you turned it off here. The microphone is on unless you turned it off here, but this tab is on, okay? So you either want to make sure you hang up or you close out. Both will be good, but that's just good kind of, common sense digital media work here. to do. Okay, so I'm going to hang this up. So now I see that it's gone. You'll notice that that is not recording anymore. Okay, I'm going to close that out to be sure. I'm not going to send these. This is just for practice, so I can discard that. Okay, so if you have any problems, please let me know, and I'd love to help out. Thank you.